Welcome to The Watching Dead, the officially unofficial podcast for The Walking Dead on AMC. I'm Jim.
And I'm Aaron.
And this week we're covering Season 3, Episode 5, titled Say the Word.
What is the word?
The word is... I don't know.
The bird?
No, it has nothing to do with birds.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the bird. There's a song about it and everything.
No, it might be Walkerot.
Walkerot?
That's what I think is the word.
Okay. Is this alluding to that stupid game AMC has us play every fucking episode? It's like, here's the word. Word one is...
I think so, yeah.
We.
Now make sure you watch the entire episode or you won't get the other 8 words.
That's right. Drink your Ovaltine.
I just need a decoder ring, and I'm set.
A decoder ring?
Yeah, if they gave me a decoder ring. Anyway, let's get into the recap.
North or South Dakota?
Oh, very good. Very good. So going right into the recap. Start off the episode with a really creepy scene of the governor and his zombie daughter. Ooh, creepy. He's brushing her hair. Chunks are coming off.
Yeah, that was really disgusting.
And then she starts throwing a fit and he bags her.
So apparently zombies, it's like if you turn an alligator onto its back and rub its belly, that's what brushing its hair does for a zombie.
It just calms it down.
Until you
take
rip
out
chunks
a
scalp chunk, and then it's all over.
Yeah, this scene was really creepy to me because, of course, it's a creepy scenario, but the music behind it was really creepy. I mean, it was this nice, gentle piano music, but in the context, it was just so out of place that it made it really good.
Plus, it's the little details, like the fact he's burning incense, because she's got to reek up a fucking storm.
Oh, I'm sure.
You also think that's so much reek. I don't think that like some patchouli or whatever would hide that if people are walking in. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely not. Yeah,
like people come in and out of the office all the time. You can't just burn it around it. This isn't pot. This isn't some Gin 13 that you're trying to hide from your parents, man. You got a corpse.
Yeah, it's
cooking away in a Georgia heat. You skipped over the. I thought it was.
I couldn't skip over anything. It's the first scene.
No, it's not. The first scene is the dog running on the grass, and everything looked normal to the extent that I thought for the first 5 seconds. Oh, cool! Another flashback.
Yeah. No, that was interesting. What's his face? The scientist walks around with his cup of tea or whatever he's got there.
Right.
And it's so normal that you're not even sure where you are.
Let me ask you this. You overhear Merle and Brownie, which apparently Merle can only give you a nickname based on the color of your hair. Blondie, Brownie.
I'm pretty sure he could give you one based on the color of your skin, too. But it wouldn't be nearly as nice.
Yeah. Well, that guy's a little brown. Maybe that's... Yeah. I wasn't even going there.
Maybe Merle did.
But Merle and Brownie are getting along great, and they're betting a pack of smokes and a brown thunder. I know what a pack of smokes are.
Sure.
I know that's cigarettes, as the kids call them. Mm-hmm. Brown thunder? What the hell is that?
I don't want to know.
Is that like RC Cola? Like some kind of crazy stuff you only get in the South?
No. The brown thunder is much worse than an RC Cola. RC Cola is bad, but brown thunder, wow.
That's like a bare-ass fart right in the face. If he wins, Merle has to submit to that.
Yeah, it's like the thing you do on kids' stomachs where you blow on it, except it's your ass.
Okay.
Disgusting.
So they're wasting power to make ice.
Yeah.
Which, I think that's one of the underrated things that you'd miss about civilization.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd miss
the ability to cool beverages and your entire body in air conditioning.
Yeah.
I would
especially in Georgia.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Definitely want ice.
And also, you skipped over the fabulous Michonne shoulder check of that schmo.
Oh, yeah.
She squared up and gave it right to him.
Yeah, she didn't even budge.
Now, she's not going to give him a quarter turn out of politeness.
Nope.
Anyway, so that's the first scene. Second scene, yes,
then
very
zombie
creepy.
daughter.
Ended up with a Michonne stare down.
Yeah.
Now, clearly she didn't see all that going on.
Obviously not. I mean, right then and there, we were like, she can't see him.
That's right.
According to the laws of physics, she cannot see him.
He's in a dark room that's got like partially shaded, and she's outside in bright sunlight. That's just a reflective surface.
So I'm very glad to see that they didn't play it as she saw him in that window,
right,
with the zombie daughter.
It's more like she was just casing his joint.
Yeah. So then we go to Daryl, who's deciding to make a formula run, and Maggie decides to go with him.
Yeah, he goes into badass baby-saving second command mode right off the bat. It's like, oh, Rick's catatonic? All right,
Yeah.
I'm running this shit.
He's first in command now.
I'm running this shit until Rick, Rick's got a bad case of the Nuckies. Boardwalk Empire fans know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We had dueling...
I don't think I've seen that far into it.
We had dueling bomb-blasted inner ears on HBO. And
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
I wasn't going to mention that till later when he fires the gun right next to his head.
Well... I think that's just how he just got like 90% hearing loss from firing that giant magnum in
the
closed
tank.
areas all the time.
Yeah. Definitely.
Anyway.
So do you remember ever hearing Glenn actually tell Maggie that he loves her before this?
Yeah.
When was that?
That was in last season.
Did he actually say that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That was like we talked about that.
I remember we made a big deal about him not saying it, but I didn't remember him actually saying it.
Why?
So.
Would you say this is the first time?
Oh, I was wondering if they were preparing us for something bad by him going full on.
Yeah.
So
Man,
maybe not though.
Thing is maybe the writers wanted to kill her, but Daryl's character shield is so strong.
Oh yeah, no one
He can
get
extend
killed.
it to envelop another person.
Certainly,
Yeah.
probably even the whole group. I'd imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even need a helmet on his motorcycle. That's how safe you are.
So, next scene, while the governor toasts to the town's success, Michonne sneaks into his chambers and gets her weapon, and then discovers his journal, which has a name in it, Penny, and a lot of check marks.
I actually found a high-res picture of the first page of that journal and did a little translation on Facebook today. It's interesting because he goes right from talking about exchanging emails with somebody to like planning this town, and you're talking about you get some of his inner monologue. You can look it on our Facebook site, facebook.com/baldmove. He talks about how he hopes he's a good leader and how his leadership is a calming influence on his people, and he's trying to plan for tomorrow, and clearly upbeat. And then you had the list of all the people lost, and then Penny, and then it goes a little bit off the rails.
So, what do you think the marks mean? Obviously, they mean he's gone off the rails.
So
he's totally crazy. But
I thought for like a all work and no play make Jack a dull, dull boy, it was kind of boring. I mean, it's not cool. It's just kind of like pedestrian. So then I started thinking, well, maybe they're hash marks, like.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to mark how many times he's attempted to either revive or rehabilitate her.
Oh, see, I was thinking it's how many days have passed without losing anybody. Because they make kind of a big deal about how they haven't had a walker attack or anything in so long.
Right.
I wonder if she was the last one to die.
Surely not. How long do you think she's been... I mean, that's the other thing. How long?
There were a lot of marks on there.
Yeah.
There were pages and pages. It would have to be at least like a year, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
So maybe not.
I thought that was, it's hard to beat, what is the guy's name? Ray Fink? Ray Finkel?
From Ace Ventura?
Yeah,
yeah,
hard
Ray
to beat
Finkel.
his notebook, laces out just over and over and over again.
Yep.
But I don't know, the hash marks of Doom just didn't do it for me.
Huh. Okay. So not worried about the governor's sanity there at all, are you?
Clearly he's in a loon. I just think
Yeah.
that's a weird way to show it. Like,
Sure.
his obsessive cross-hatching.
Yeah, and I wonder, did he do that all in the same day? Like, did he immediately sit down and just write all those marks, or every day he comes back?
Now, if he'd have gotten like a spirograph out and done his journal up with that would have been terrifying.
Yeah, in all assorted colors as well.
Right.
Yeah. So Michonne goes.
I want to shout out the awesome camera work on the Rick Rampage sequence. You kind of glossed over that when he first entered the prison, and he did like. Well, what's the opposite of a first-person perspective? Like, it's a tight lock on his face as he's, killing zombies.
Reversed first person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know, a backwards-facing third-person view of his rampage. I just thought that
I think
was
it's just a shot of Rick.
It was really... Yeah, but it was, like, in motion, and you could see him. Like, he looked like he was trying to kill the camera guy. Mm-hmm. That was really cool. I liked it. There was a lot
Yeah,
of
and
really
killing
good,
tons of zombies.
a lot of really good camera work in this.
There
episode,
was,
which-
yeah, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't. This show, I don't. It happens. It seems like it happens less frequently than others because I can think of Daryl, watching a barn burn.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really cool
Single
shot of
walker
him.
in the field was cool.
Yeah, that was really good and arty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. And it still gets me. Like whenever you're like seeing characters in the foreground, like in the prison, and you see like just a lone way off in the background, blurry, shambling walker, it's arresting.
Yeah.
The fact that they're just part of the landscape. It's pretty cool.
So after Michonne discovers that the governor's crazy...
Can I ask you one other thing? Why are they... Did they ever establish why they're celebrating? Is it like the 1-year founding of the town? Is it...
good
getting
question.
through the
See, I just
winter?
assume that the governor likes to celebrate all the time to remind the people how good of a job he's doing.
But it sounds
keeping
like
them
that this
safe.
is something they've been like, building up to.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a monthly thing?
Maybe.
The town jamboree?
If they said it, I certainly didn't catch it. So
Gotcha. All right.
So now Michonne goes downstairs to kill the captive walkers.
Did we skip
or,
the
I'm sorry,
governor?
biters.
Did we skip the governor's dialogue with his guys?
Governor's dialogue with his guys.
Where Poindexter is begging him to put off 10 days so he can finish this experiment?
Yeah, I mean, that happens right before Michonne goes downstairs. Like,
So-
she's kind of in his chambers still.
Do you have any idea of what experiment they're running that was going to require an immense amount of power?
Nope.
I mean, are we...
I would assume, like, zombie shock. Like, can we shock a
restart
zombie
their
to
brain
death?
or get their...
Or Frankenstein shit? I mean, they
Well,
might
'cause
be going all out with
later
this.
on, when it looks like they're looking for two things. They're looking for aggressive biters, and then the ones that are kind of like small and puny or unimpressive. Poindexter is like, well, there's something interesting in this one's eyes. Like, he's kind of like some kind of weird Nazi medical doctor looking for, identical twins to do. He's like looking for something particular and involving lots of power. Yeah, like a Frankenstein type scenario.
Maybe. Or if they're trying to revive them, you would think that the governor would be all excited about that. And
Well, clearly he's supporting this stuff, right?
yeah,
I mean,
he knows about it and he's supporting it, but he's not willing to postpone the festivities for it. So you got to think, if this was something that could save his daughter, then he would probably be willing to postpone everything else for
that's
it.
true. Yeah, you're right.
So I don't think it can be that kind of experiment.
Okay.
But maybe Frankenstein stuff, bringing... I don't know. It could be weird. I'm looking forward to finding out what it is.
We agree that's got to pay off, right?
Yeah.
Like if we get through the season and we're past the prison, for example,
yeah.
and they never mention about these experiments, I will be...
And then 2 seasons later, Jenner comes back and says the experiment was
on Rick's
Frankenstein
walkie-talkie.
shit.
Yeah. That's exactly what he'll say, too.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, Michonne goes downstairs and kills those walkers. Really cool scene.
Which one of those is your kill of the week?
None of those.
What?
Nope, none of those.
Wow. Must be.
Although I did like chopping the zombie just straight in half.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
Freaking awesome. And it was almost good enough to make zombie kill of the week.
Can't wait to see what the best kill is, then.
Well, we'll see. It's a personal taste, I guess, because a lot of people were saying that was kill of the week. But I'm a contrarian. So
Yes, you are.
So Michonne gets captured, like
interrogated,
caught?
detained.
I don't get it. So
she had to go willingly.
she
right?
obviously did, yeah. Like, so my theory on this. Okay, let's talk about the scene where the governor and Michonne kind of face off here, and he's trying to figure out what to do with her, and she's totally unwilling to cooperate in any fashion. And mean mugs him the whole time.
And I will say, I think the governor's got her pegged. I think Michonne was trying to force Andrea's hand. I think she's a lot of what she says to Andrea has got like a little full of shit-itis. It doesn't make consistent sense. And in a way, she's trying to manipulate Andrea into leaving.
Yeah, I mean, she certainly wants Andrea to go with her.
Right. So
I guess
and
subtly
again,
she's
like forcing her hand by doing this because otherwise there's no point to it. Why would she do that and then surrender herself?
Yeah. Well, the thing that I was wondering is Michonne just not willing to kill a living human being? Because she won't kill the guy with the bucket of blood, and she doesn't kill the governor here, even though she easily could have.
Man, I don't know. I think
So I don't know.
I feel like Michonne would kill a survivor.
You think so?
No problem. I mean,
All right.
that's just my read of her demeanor.
Yeah.
So,
Well, her demeanor has been pretty sour.
on the other hand, she spared
the whole time.
Andrea, and they got that Thelma and Louise thing going. So,
Yeah.
maybe I'm judging her just entirely too harshly on the basis of her scowl.
I don't know. It's a pretty mean scowl.
It's an impressive scowl. Although I mentioned this on Facebook the other night, she showed just enough kind of like vulnerability in some of these sequences.
Yeah,
where
especially with Andrea at the
I
end.
noticed for the first time how really pretty she is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's beautiful.
Yeah, when she's not got her face scrunched into the size of a pinpoint.
Well, she's still kind of cute. It just like I was like almost like whoa, like intimidated more than
Yeah,
I
she
was
just
gonna
needed
say
an
aroused,
attitude
attracted,
change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like this scene between the governor and Michonne because they're both reading each other very well here.
Yeah.
And I like how when Michonne basically gives away the fact that she doesn't know who Penny is, she just saw the name
that
and
was
that's
some
it.
acting.
Liam's eyes just like tell the story of what's going on in his head there.
Well, plus
Really solid.
when she says like Penny, he's broken.
Yes.
Like if
Yeah.
she was able to press home that advantage, she might have got somewhere. But the second he knows that she ain't got shit, he
Yeah.
goes right back to governor mode.
Because she thought that it was his wife. Like she
or-
looked at that picture.
Or a lover. Like a
Sure,
post-wife
yeah.
lover, yeah.
But definitely not his daughter.
Right.
And he knows that now. So then he flips the tables on her again.
Reminds me of the scene in The Wire when Bunk thinks he's got, isn't it Cheese? That he's got him confessing to killing somebody, and he's talking about his dog, how he had to shoot his dog, but he really is talking about his dog.
Okay, yeah.
And they call him in,
Yeah.
and like they're making fun of him. He's like, "Man, you guys are cold." Turns out it's just his dog.
Yeah.
Misunderstandings over murder are hilarious.
Good stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, Michonne puts the sword to his throat. Can't kill him though. Why doesn't she kill him?
I don't know.
She wouldn't be
Probably-
able to get out if she
no,
did.
I don't think she would. And,
Yeah.
and plus, Andrea. I mean, I feel like the only thing restraining Michonne is the fact that she wants Andrea to bug out there with her.
Yeah.
Like, if not, she'd be like, cut out.
Go on a
know?
rampage, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's not going to put up with Merle's shit at the gate
Oh, hell no.
if she doesn't want Andrea.
No offense, I'm going to have to ask you to... That's how that would have gone.
Yeah.
It's like,
He
well,
puts
now
his other hand up.
Now you're a armless freak. You've got no arm.
Then the governor tells Andrea what Michonne did.
Yeah.
In spectacular fashion. I mean, he says, he calls her into his office. He says, Michonne killed the captive biters. And
Right.
Andrea goes, captive
what
biters?
now?
What? And he's like, there's a good explanation. I don't want to tell you.
But also, she pulled a sword on me.
Yeah.
What?
And immediately changes the subject so
Yeah,
that
right.
Andrea just goes along with it.
Yeah,
She's totally taken by this guy. At
That's
this
the one
point.
thing that's odd about the governor. It's like he doesn't feel like the captive walkers are going to be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like he's like it's a surprise.
It's just weird that Andrea's allowing herself to be suckered that much.
Yeah.
Because there's clearly something wrong with him having captive biters.
No, right. If you're going to pull a Homer Simpson,
And she doesn't follow up.
If you're going to pull a Homer Simpson and get your girlfriend / wife / significant other a bowling ball for her birthday, at least have the good sense to not build it up all throughout the day. Like, oh, you're going to like this present's just for you, baby. It's like, I mean, come on.
Uh-huh.
It's like, wait till this big surprise. You're going to love it. I got great seats.
Awesome. But Andrea takes the information about what Michonne did and goes to Michonne and says, hey, what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. And Michonne says, we're getting out of here. We're leaving now. She's packing her stuff. They're on their way out.
And some of the stuff she says, like, this, again, you're on the anti-Andrea side. I'm still pro-Andrea. Andrea, she's like, we need to get out of here. And Andrea's like, you need to give me something to go on. And
Yeah.
then she's like, you need to try to give it a chance. And Michonne's like, I tried to give it a chance. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
She has not tried to give this thing one chance at all. She's shoulder checking people. She's doing her CSI Georgia routine.
Yeah,
on
putting
the-
fingers in bullet holes.
Yeah, she's slicing zombies up. She's holding governors at sword point. I mean, what if this is trying?
She is the most destructive force in this town at this point, right?
that
Yeah.
the people know of anyway.
She's causing the most chaos out of any of them.
Sure. All
So
right, I'll
who's
go
the
behind
villain
that.
here? That's all I'm saying. The guy with heads on his wall,
Right?
or the girl who's going around
Just wants
chopping
her
people
sword
in
back,
half.
right? We
Yeah.
can see who the menace is.
I didn't have much to say about those scenes.
All right.
Let's move on. Glenn goes into the prison to try to find Rick, but when he finds him, Rick's obviously insane and tries to attack Glenn. Well, nearly attacks him.
So that's a huge problem I have in this episode is like the amount of crazy that they took Rick is something that you're not going to be able to just switch off.
Yeah.
And now, did you get on the first viewing that Rick was just trying to get back to Lori's corpse?
You mean before he showed up where Lori was?
Yeah, like Seppenwall made it sound like.
No.
And that's what I talked to several
immediately.
people, and they were all of the opinion that he went in there because, you know, Lori's like unfinished business, and he had to see her body, you know, and also probably to make sure that, because no one told him that, hey, yeah, Carl shot her, you know, that he's got to put her down, that, like he was on a mission. And I can get behind him acting crazy, but turning on Glenn like he did, I feel like that's 1 inch past crazy, like too crazy. Like you need to spend some time in some padded walls. You're not going to be able to get better by next week.
The way that they shot that made him feel totally crazy.
Right.
Not just, I need to see this body to believe it. Because he believed it immediately when he broke down crying and rolling around on the floor.
Yeah.
That shows me that he believed it.
Sure.
So when he goes searching for the body, he's gone off the crazy
He's got the
deep end.
unhinged, cold-blooded, like Stallone from one of the Rambos looks, you know?
Uh-huh.
Where he's just got like that dead eye, but he's going to snap at any moment. You just never know.
Yeah, and
He even did a little scream when he pulled the trigger. That's classic Stallone.
okay. He's going full Rambo?
Yeah, he went full Rambo. Rickbo.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so especially, I really had a problem with it because the way that they led up to it, it didn't seem like they had a relationship at all. And he had turned into this guy with no emotion, and this guy who was just doing things to survive, and then all of a sudden switched back on to being super
that part I can
worried
buy.
about his
like,
wife.
So like if you're having a troubled marriage, and then you get shot and a zombie apocalypse happens, and then all you want to do is make sure your family's fine. You finally find them, and then you go through tail end of season 1, season 2, all that bullshit with Shane. You get estranged, and the long, hard Georgia winter comes. And then, you know, things have been tight, and you kind of reject her on the little chain link bridge, fence bridge. And that's like the low point, right? He's got zero emotional connection. Then a couple weeks go by. Herschel survives. You know, conditions are continuing to improve. The prison's looking like a place they could really live. And you're starting to let your emotional guard down. And you look across the field, and there's your wife, and you kind of smile at her. Next thing you know, she's dead. Like I said, I buy the single-minded mission to get to her, to have some sort of closure.
Turning on Glenn, rails crazy.
Turning on Glenn, no way, no fucking way would he do that.
Yeah, all right.
Like
he didn't kill him, so he could have easily just killed him. He was thinking about it.
I think if Glenn had kept hold on him and like, no, Rick, you got to go, I think he would have.
Yeah,
like he looked insane.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just took it a little. Good performance by Lincoln. I just think that they took it a little too far.
All right, fair enough. We go back to Merle and the governor, and what is the scientist's name?
Poindexter.
No, it's not.
I don't give a shit. He's Poindexter.
All right, well, him. If
he makes it out of the season, I don't know.
He's got duct tape, head to toe, man. There's no way he's getting bit.
I feel like I should chug a fifth of Southern Comfort on air if he makes it through the season.
Oh God,
that's how confident I am.
You heard it here first.
Yeah,
it's a promise.
I'm not sure who would be the bigger loser, me or the audience on that one.
I think we all lose.
But no, I mean, I care nothing about this guy.
All right, well, they're out there gathering walkers.
Doesn't it also seem like Merle in the festivities has totally forgotten about his brother?
Yes.
Like he was
what
all
happened?
really about finding his brother last episode, and now he's kind of like all about wrestling with zombies and Brownie.
Pulling teeth out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you think this is another case where, because they do, I'm sure they do this all in block shooting, where they just shoot everything that they need in the first location. They're not shooting episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. So sometimes I feel like this show shows evidence that they did block shooting, and then they had in mind that they wanted these sequences to go in a certain way, but then when they're editing, they're like, oh, let's reverse it and put this here and put that. We know that happens in shows.
Sure. Yeah, all the
time. So I feel like maybe those scenes where he's asking the governor permission to go maybe should have happened this week, and these scenes should happen that week, but when they did the overall arc, they changed it, and that's why his tone seems off.
Yeah. It would have been interesting to see them kind of Merle and Michonne saying that they want to go, and Andrea saying she wants to go, all at the same time, and kind of get this feeling in the governor's head that his empire is crumbling.
Well, you know what?
A little bit.
Yeah, and also that would have been a good way to keep Michonne and Andrea there, being like, hey, Merle wants to go too. You guys will be better off with him. But he wants to stay for the party. And I mean, I don't know. I felt like that's another edge the governor could have used, maybe. Although I don't think Michonne would have liked that.
The shot where they're walking up here or driving up or whatever is really cool. They've got this zombie windmill attractor sort of thing. So it's like the solar powered thing that's spinning around, making noise and movement.
Yeah.
So the zombies will come over to it and fall into this pit.
They got all these tiger pits they dug around it.
Really
with
cool.
Nets at the bottom. Good idea.
A very good idea. And I really like the shot that they took of these windmills, kind of an upward angle,
right,
pointing towards the sky there.
At first we're like, are these
really
the most
cool
inefficient windmills known to man?
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, I got it.
So pretty sweet. Maggie and Daryl are scavenging supplies at the abandoned daycare center. I really thought there was going to be a zombie kid here. I thought we'd get some sort of
This was a very creepy episode. Like
extremely. This is classic horror, man. This is good stuff.
Yeah, like this. You think of all the video games. Anytime you have to go into like a nursery or a school or whatever at night, it's just like you feel like bad shit's going to happen.
Yeah, and I felt the same way here.
But just a possum. Eating a possum for dinner could qualify as bad shit, I imagine.
Could. I really think they're doing this on purpose. I think they keep hitting this possible zombie baby note.
Brilliant.
And one of these times, it's going to pay off.
Well, not. I wasn't going from that angle, but they do the conventional scare tactics where it's like, oh, Maggie's going to back up into this doorway, and you expect to see a zombie. 4 out of 5 times, nothing. But that 5th time, they're going to have a zombie lodge at her. And because you can't get used to the trope. You see the trope and like, well, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to. Oh, God, they did it.
Yeah.
It always gets me when they do.
It's good.
Yeah,
that's
one thing. If you're going to have to get these scares, these jump scares going throughout all these seasons, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Rope-a-dope.
I really like Daryl and his badass Clint Eastwood poncho. That's pretty sweet.
I can't imagine someone putting a poncho on in the middle of Georgia summer.
Yeah, man. It's badass.
Yeah.
Looking just like Dirty Harry or something.
Yeah, that's true. Then, did we skip over the part where Glenn was digging the graves?
Yeah, we did.
Because I feel like...
So he was digging 3, right? The guys come up to him. He's dug 1 and he's 2 more.
And then, so there's a couple things here. Mm-hmm. They're digging 2 graves that are just going to be empty. Because they don't have, I mean, I guess they're counting on finding Lori's body, but they don't have Carol's body.
Yeah, I don't know why they're digging 3 graves there, but they definitely are.
I mean, if you assume that she's dead, fine. Throw up a cross.
But what are you going to bury?
Why would you why would you dig a man?
They're burying her scarf, her head, her bandana.
Covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They might.
Not? I love the revelation that T-Dog drove a church bus to every old lady he could get to, uphill both ways and 6 feet of snow. It's like they really piled on what a good guy T-Dog was.
Yeah, well, they have to characterize him at some point, right? Even if he's already dead.
Right.
They have to make him a character.
But this is a nice theme. This is one of the central themes of The Walking Dead that, I would trade any number of people for any one of ours.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that comes back again and again and again in The Walking Dead is that us versus them. And also, where does that us include? Like, sometimes you wonder deep down, is Rick, when he thinks of us, that's really just him, Lori, Carl.
Could be.
And, he would sacrifice Maggie, Glenn. I don't think Glenn thinks of it that way.
Would he have gone as crazy if it was Beth who died?
Well, shit, no. We've seen him deal with other people dying.
Right?
And he didn't go loony on them.
So I think that's indicative of who he thinks is us.
But he would absolutely sacrifice Glenn to save Carl.
Yeah.
And or any of those people.
Yeah.
And I don't...
You're right.
Do you think that they know that?
Oh.
Do you think that would change the relationship if they found out that, like, Rick wouldn't do this just for anybody?
That's a good question.
Although he does
I think it would.
risk his own life many times, but he's like, that's the difference. Like, it would screw Carl if he would die, but that doesn't come into his moral calculus. But if it was Carl, if he had to kill someone to save Carl, absolutely would do it.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would do a Shane if he had to.
Do a Shane?
Yeah.
Kill Otis?
Yeah. No, I don't think he would have done it in that circumstance.
Sure.
But I'm saying that he would make something similar if he thought it would save Carl.
I'm with you. I agree there.
Right.
And I think these people don't understand that.
Right.
And I wonder if over time they will come to understand that.
It'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting. Moving on. Andrea refuses to leave the city with Michonne. They get to the gate. Merle gives them a hassle.
That seems like this was a
the
test.
governor calls down and says, let him go.
Like, Andrea, so how did this came off like a test because, she's like, well, let's just go down. If they let us out, then we'll stay. And if they don't let us out, we'll bust out. I mean, was that kind of the deal? It sounded like that was the deal.
Well, I mean, she's testing the waters because if they don't let him out, then she'll find another way out.
Yeah.
She won't just go cutting people down, but she will get out.
But Merle opening the doors and being like, free to go, that to Andrea seals the deal. Like,
yeah,
well, they're legit. You're crazy. You look crazy. And she does, right? Michonne comes off a little crazy here.
Yes, from Andrea's perspective, certainly, because she hasn't seen any of the stuff that Michonne has seen. Even the small things that Michonne has seen.
Right.
So, do you agree with Michonne's speculation that everything that happened in that city was for show? That the governor basically just made a big show of all of this to follow her back wherever she was going?
Huh.
Because she says that. And I was like, hell
Wait,
no. I don't believe that was all for show.
I didn't get that. What do you mean? They just want to find out where they would go? Because it's
when he
clear to
opens
me
that
they
door,
were just going to walk the earth, like Cain style.
Well, when Merle opens that door, Michonne comes to the great realization that this was all for show.
Yeah.
And I can only assume by that she means the governor wanted her to leave and he could follow her wherever she was going to maybe lead her back to more people. Because he knows about the group with Rick, right? And that Andrea came from that group. So I wonder if he's hoping that she'll lead him back there.
Maybe.
To those people.
Maybe. I mean...
That's certainly what Michonne is thinking at this point, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it seems like a pretty big revelation to have just because the door opens.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Daryl and Maggie come back with the formula, and Daryl feeds little baby ass kicker.
Yeah.
Gives her a new name.
Like I said, I have a post on Facebook that made my panties drop. Like, I mean,
even yours, huh?
I'm telling you,
you're normally resistant to Daryl's charms.
Would not cost $50 million for Norman Reedus.
49.
That's all
discount.
I'm saying. I'd give him the hometown discount or whatever.
What'd you think of Carl here? With his listing of the names of everyone who's died ever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That seems like a downer, but on the other hand, I guess it's showing respect.
Lori's obviously the name he wanted to give it, right?
Do you think that? I think that was like,
so.
It took him a while to come to that conclusion. Like, it took him...
it felt like one of those things that kids do where they try to trick you by mentioning the one that they want the most, the last.
Oh, see, I thought it's like he was working himself up to saying his mom's name.
Or maybe that. I just read it differently.
All right.
I think it was ballsy of Daryl to name the baby Ass Kicker.
Well, that's not sticking,
No,
right?
Certainly it's not sticking. It's a temporary name, but
Okay.
still.
She liked it, and like
I
he's
guess
super
so.
good with the less than a day old ladies, I guess.
Oh, God. All right, moving on. Rick finds the room where Lori was, but there's no Lori.
Not a
Instead,
stitch of Lori.
None. Zero. Just a bloody smear on the ground.
And the bullet casing.
Instead, there's a zombie with a full payload
Fat
in
zombie.
its stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And Rick basically just loses it again. Even more, stabs this zombie in the gut 100 times. Mm-hmm. Did this zombie eat Lori? Is that what we're to think?
Yes. I
Okay.
mean, it's obvious.
Did it eat all of Lori?
Apparently so.
Bones, everything?
Apparently so.
How?
I don't know. Maybe...
I don't think I could eat a human femur if I was dead. I don't think it's possible.
No, I mean, I get you, man. I feel like, again, obviously we're led to believe that Lori was inside that zombie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you can't, like... How would you eat a pelvis?
How would you eat a rib cage?
Especially in the time frame we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe a couple other walkers drug her off, and
Yeah, there you go.
But he was too fat and lazy to do it because he had found her first.
Yeah.
But I'm inventing a bunch of bullshit.
Sure.
But yeah, for her to be gone without a lick. Now, what was Rick's plan? It looked like he was originally wanting to cut that zombie open. Like that's how crazy he's like. I want to see Lori so bad. I'm gonna fish her jowls out of the pit of the zombie.
There would be nothing
Do you
fish
think?
out.
Well, yeah, because you'd have to bite it in little bite-sized
Yeah, you couldn't
hairs.
recognize a face
But do you think?
from
I
that.
thought maybe he was like wanting to dig for a wedding ring or some kind of memento.
Yeah, this scene was definitely disturbing.
Oh yeah,
I mean, this whole episode honestly was pretty disturbing.
yeah,
There was a lot of crazy shit that happened in here.
right.
I don't know what was going through his head, honestly. When he freaked out and started stabbing in the stomach, I didn't see that coming because no idea. Mm-hmm. Rick's just a lunatic now.
Okay.
Once again, total hearing destruction from that gunshot. I'm surprised Rick could even hear that phone ringing.
Well, you know what? It wasn't the phone ringing; it was his ears.
It probably was. I just don't get it. Everything that happened to Rick in this episode is a complete mystery to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of it.
Do you like it though?
I thought it was well acted, well shot, but I still don't get it.
Yeah. No, I
just don't. I would not have written that. How about that?
Okay, my only problem with it is him turning on Glenn.
Okay.
The rest of the episode gets the Aaron seal of approval.
Fair enough. Then we will move on to...
Glenn Mazzara is somewhere going, yes, pumping his fist.
Yeah.
Finally made one the fuckers like.
Yeah. Been waiting for that seal for ages. We thought we had it with season 2, especially there in the middle. So we move on to the zombie gladiator scene, which is basically a bunch of zombies in a circle, like lions, and Merle in the middle kicking some dude's ass.
Yeah, Brownie's ass.
Oh, all right.
Kicking Brownie's ass from hell to breakfast.
I am glad to know that there will still be Leonard Skinner in the apocalypse.
Right.
That is good.
Are you kidding? Anywhere in the Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi triangle?
Yeah.
Skinner will never die.
Of course not.
Best seats in the house? Apparently are the top row nosebleed section seats.
I guess, yeah.
I'm going to have to start telling people that.
Maybe the governor just wants to give the best seats to his followers.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah.
Plus, there's not to be fair, not a bad seat in that house.
It's true. It's a very small arena. Yeah. Getting smaller by the minute as they unleash the zombies.
So, okay. This is a scene straight out of the comics.
Yep.
I will say that the governor actually puts forth a decent justification for this insanity. Mm-hmm. Like, it is all for show. And you saw several points there was a glorified like wrestling match.
I was going to say, this is the WWF and the zombie apocalypse.
Right, and the zombies didn't have teeth. They probably removed their fingernails. And it probably is good for people that, like, you know, you're shitting your pants about The Walking Dead. Well, every Friday night we're going to chain them up and slap them around and have two guys fight in the middle. And these are our champions. These are our protectors It's probably, it's probably good in the fucked up post-apocalyptic zombie psychology to do something like this for survivors. Mm-hmm. And he comes off as non-crazy. And I also thought, when I was typing my notes, is like, one of the reasons Merle probably is not acting so fucking crazy is he's got an outlet for his violent aggression. Like, he's got these maniacs that work for him, right?
Yeah.
And if he just had him sit on that wall and do nothing all day, but being able to cap zombies and go out and hunt them and torment them and beat the shit out of each other after you get liquored up and drink your iced down whiskey, that's what these guys live for. And that's how, otherwise they'd be uncontrollable.
I agree. Yeah.
So
it keeps everyone at bay.
On the other hand, does he really not know how this looks to an outsider? He really thought this would be the good idea is to just spring this on somebody?
Maybe not. Especially
Especially after she just said, whoa, what, captive biters?
Yeah.
That's when she thought you had a good reason for them. Now they're just, I don't know. He just seems a little out of touch there. Maybe that's the point.
It's all staged, Yeah. None of this is real, so it doesn't matter.
Do you think the townsfolk know that?
I would assume so.
Or suspect it, yeah?
Yeah, because once somebody gets pushed into one of those zombies, how are they not dead?
Well, they seem like the guys made a show of like, and it was clearly a show.
Yeah.
Of like, oh my God.
Yeah, Merle was smiling the whole time he was getting choked out.
Right.
So it's definitely
Now,
a show.
one thing I want to say is, do you think that this guy is in trouble? Because at the end, like, Merle whooped him, and he's lying on the ground. He's like, "Get on your feet," and the guy was totally unresponsive. So Merle's like, "Whatever." I wonder what would you think if this opened up with him being disposed of next episode, and the governor like, "Damn it, Merle,
yeah,
you can't be fucking killed. This is supposed to be a show. You got to keep." Well, you
just
would
killed
you
one
like
of
that?
our best guys.
You think that's You think that's on the table?
I think that'd be cool. Yeah, and it would put a not so innocent twist on this whole thing. As innocent as zombie gladiator can be.
Okay, all right.
I do know that Andrea is now wishing she had gone with Michonne. I gotta say.
You think so? Because you don't think any of that resonated with her?
I think it did a little bit, but she's still... It's starting to sink in.
Yeah?
It has to be.
All right. I'll buy that.
Anyway. Final scene. Rick gets a phone call. We don't know who it's from. We don't know how he heard it. But he got it. And it snaps him out of his stupor, and he goes to answer it.
Yeah.
And he does his best Keanu Reeves impression.
Right.
Hello?
Whoa. Did you mention Daryl visiting Carol's grave with the Cherokee Rose?
No, I didn't.
Man, what kind of half-ass note did you take?
I missed all the graves. Well, I went off...
you basically said you clearly...
I can't deal with graves,
You
man.
clearly, you need to skip the grave stuff.
No, I went off of IMDb's outline this week, and they don't mention it at all.
Cheater.
Normally I make my own outline, but this week
I did. I made you do the feedback on pretty last minute.
Yeah, and I had a lot of shit to do today.
Yeah,
so.
I had a last-minute appointment, so thank you for stepping in on that. He's still gonna make me read it.
I am gonna make it. My voice will be gone.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, if there's anything in here that's not on the up and up, if you've got me reading some horribly offensive stuff and the guys that sent from a listener, that's dirty pool.
There's
Jim.
4 hours of it, too. I'm just going home after the recap. You can finish it up.
So you didn't edit any of the 40 pages we usually get?
No, none of them.
All right, fair enough. Enjoy your 280 meg podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Who do you think the phone call's from?
I can't speculate on the grounds that it may spoil the shit out of things.
I think it's
I will talk at length in the spoiler section, though.
I think the phone call is from Morgan. It's him returning all those voicemails.
But the prison's an unlisted number. How would he do that?
I don't know. It's either him or Jenner. One of the two. Jenner's got something else to tell Rick.
All right.
I made a mistake. They're not all infected.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know who's on that phone, honestly. I never read that far into the comic book.
Gotcha.
So, couldn't tell you.
All right.
Zombie kill of the week goes to... Drumroll, please. Rick for the hatchet to the head. Did you see that hatchet kill? Split him right down the middle?
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
I'm surprised the full body bisection didn't get zombie kill, though. Honestly, Jim,
I like it, but, man, I don't know that a katana could really do that. I don't know, man.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of
A hatchet. The hatchet felt like it had weight to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like he put it square into that guy's head.
Yeah, like you split a log.
Yeah. It's hard to split a log.
Right, but I would imagine it's easier to split a head than a log, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, once you get through the skull, you're good.
All right, gotcha.
So I think that was a pretty realistic depiction of what it would be like to smash a hatchet into someone's head.
Gotcha. All right.
Idiot Survivor of the Week, I'm going to give it to Andrea for still believing the governor's lies and for being such a pushover, because when he says captive biters, there's a good reason I don't want to talk about it, she doesn't even question it. She needs to start questioning things a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like here's where you'd start, but I still feel like you're going to want to be in denial, because that's the thing is I totally bought Andrea's thing of like, this is what we wanted. We've been talking about this.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we've been looking forward to. Now we found it, and all you want to do is scowl and act suspicious. So I feel like there would be a moment. I mean, clearly all this is disturbing, but I don't know if I'm being honest. If I would be like, oh, yeah, governor's evil, I'm getting out of here.
It'd be hard to turn your back on it.
Right,
Certainly.
because again, the town seemed like they were having a good time, and clearly she's got to know some of these people, so they're not all bloodthirsty. Mm-hmm. Poindexter sure didn't like it, though. I don't know if she noticed that, but
well, he didn't like it because it was interrupting his experiment. He doesn't. I don't think he cares.
I don't think he likes the more bloodthirsty. Also, what's up with his duct tape sleeves?
Yeah, man. That's
so you
zombie
don't
protection.
You don't need a zombie like a shark suit. You can just get by with the roll of duct tape in the zombie
tape
apocalypse?
is surprisingly strong.
I agree. I don't think
Mythbusters built a boat out of it, man.
I don't think I could. Granted, I don't think I could bite through it.
Yeah.
But these zombies seem like they're superhumanly biters.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. They can rip your neck out in one shot.
I feel like maybe, I don't know. It's just weird. He had duct tape sleeves.
Yeah.
And clearly, like, trusted them enough to put his elbow in a zombie's mouth with it.
It's the power of science. The guy believes in his science.
All right.
He probably did the calculations.
All right.
This many layers, no zombie teeth.
Okay.
I don't know. Or maybe they had pulled the teeth out of that one already. There's that possibility.
Yeah, they're just playing a joke on Poindexter.
Yeah. I did forget to mention when we were talking about Andrea and Michonne getting ready to leave the city, how well acted that scene was. Because, like you said, Andrea kind of makes a plea to her, like, this is what we were looking for. And you can see Michonne almost crack, almost give in there. And she realizes it. She's like, yeah, I used to be a totally different person. And now I've turned into this.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah. There's
Anyway,
a lot of nice moments in this episode.
Yeah. That's it for the recap. You want to do the feedback?
Yes, I do. First, I skipped one last week. I kicked it to the spoiler section. I want to come back to it from Brian of DeRosa. He says, what intrigued me about the show from the beginning is it seemed as though the writers gave the walkers the ability to run a decent pace after humans. Past few episodes, and especially the last episode of Season 2, the zombies seem to go after humans at a slow, leisurely pace and not at the fast pace they used to go after humans in the first couple seasons. He wonders if we had noticed this or if he's the only one. I want to say that one of the things that attracted me, because I was never a big zombie fan. In fact, I was kind of a horror movie pussy when I first started this. Mm-hmm. One of the things that attracted me in The Walking Dead was the sense that the writers really had some concrete rules of this universe. And I remember when we were first going to start doing this from Season 1, we called it Zombie Drill.
Yep.
And we recorded a few episodes that never got released and a couple of reviews of zombie movies. But one of the things we read before the show was released is we read the zombie Bible.
Yeah.
And they had several things like, zombies are like lions. If they've been freshly fed, you can get past them. And, that the writers abhor fast zombies. So I was actually shocked when I saw some of the zombies, managing a shambling run in the first season and when they're chasing Shane and Otis through the gym.
Yeah.
I find somehow the slow zombies more faithful to the comic. And I find that the slower, more kind of dead-eyed the zombies are, the creepier they are. Yeah. I also am not a fan of the I wish they'd just do the moan. I think that would be creepier.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. You're a zombie purist.
Yeah, so I like it. I find it more dreadful that they're more shambling.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really noticed what he's talking about because I never saw a consistency in the show.
It'd be interesting to go back through that Bible and read to see, because I thought it was interesting that, like, the whole zombies equal lions, and that was, you saw a little bit of that with Rick. That zombie was so fat that it really didn't. It's like it was almost drunk on human flesh. It couldn't. Yeah. It didn't really have an interest in fighting him.
I'm surprised he could get in that state just eating Lori.
Well, maybe that's true. If he packed her whole skeleton in there.
Sure.
But no, I mean,